Join me for a free virtual vacation on the Camino de Santiago. You don't need to leave home to gain the relaxing benefits of travel with none of the expense or hassle. Join me on my pilgrimage across Spain for a virtual vacation arriving right in your inbox. Tip: if this newsletter is truncated in your email, click View Entire Message and you'll be able to see the entire post in your email app. Before I introduce this week's post and tell you how to join me on the Camino de Santiago for free, I want to take a moment to invite you to join one of my weekly classes this fall. To write in community with me on a regular basis, you can join one of my weekly online classes. They're resuming the second week of October. I think it's October 7th and 8th, and I am accepting registrations now. There are two different options. On Wednesdays, you could become part of a safe, sacred long-term writing group that has been meeting in one form or another for 25 years. Use language and stories to explore your voice, your past, and your life today. A new student special is currently available. Or, on Thursdays, you could join a 12-person critique class for an opportunity to study craft, have your writing dreams held, and get supportive, impactful feedback on an ongoing narrative project of your choosing. Classes resume the first week in October, and registration for both is open now. All my weekly classes meet on Zoom, and you could learn more by following the link in the show notes or going to my website, www.lauradavis.net. Just look for the link about classes. Now, to the Camino. The Camino is coming. I can't believe I'm leaving for the Camino just 3 days from now. But the piles on my office floor, my plane ticket from San Francisco to Madrid, and the stack of little lined notebooks I'm bringing as welcome gifts for my writing students are all proof that this trip is really about to happen. Soon, I'll be ditching my hiking backpack at a hotel in Madrid, meeting my friend Michaela for a week in Berlin, and then flying back to Madrid, retrieving my Camino backpack, and flying to Santiago Compostela to meet my co-leaders, wilderness guides Brenda Porter and Andre Mollinger, for a few days of preparation before our creative Camino pilgrims arrive. This will be my third time that the three of us have taken writers on a creative pilgrimage on the Camino. I'll be teaching writing. My co-teacher, Brenda Porter, will be handling logistics and teaching watercolor. And our students will be creating beautiful travel journals as we hike the last 100 kilometers of the French Camino. And Andre actually teaches us a lot about the history of the Camino. And if you go to the Substack post, you will see a lot of great images from past trips on the Camino. This summer, as I've been savoring our daughter's visit from Egypt, our 5-month-old grandson's visit to California, his first one, and celebrating my 70th birthday with all three of our kids, a rare occurrence. Karen and I live in Santa Cruz. They live in Egypt, Boston, and Mexico. I've been slowly checking items off a master to-do list before I leave for the Camino. These are just a few of the 100+ items that have been on my list this summer. Finalize WhatsApp group for participants. Print on-the-ground itinerary. Download Google Maps for Berlin and Spain. Get a Holofly eSIM card for Europe. Pack my hiking poles and 6 different products to help my feet cope with the stress of all that walking, much of it on cobblestones and pavement. Photocopy passport, credit cards, plane tickets. Transfer necessities to my travel wallet. The euros I pre-ordered, my driver's license, a debit card, my business credit card, my Neptune Society cremation card in case I die and my body needs to be shipped back to California. Review and back up my writing curriculum in the cloud. Choose, print, and cut up inspirational quotes about hiking, walking, pilgrimage, and transformation to hand out to the group each morning before we walk. Pack 5-day antibiotics, acidophilus, Benadryl, electrolytes, insect repellent, Imodium, Ativan for jet lag, a rubber sink stopper, a stain remover stick, dry sheets of laundry soap, 2 lip balms, the 2 kinds of fiber powder I take daily to keep my diverticulitis in check, a large liter water bottle covered with stickers to mix the fiber in, a variety of supplements and vitamins, my favorite travel pillow, and my thyroid medication. Pack my pretty multicolored pea cloth. As it says on their website, never drip dry ever again. Created by a former park ranger, antimicrobial, snap secure, and designed to keep you clean and confident anywhere you wander. And you will definitely be hearing more about these little pea cloths as I work on the blog and develop it over the next few weeks. Set a vacation message on my email and phone for the 26 days I'll be gone. This pilgrimage is really about to happen. The writers traveling with us will have the direct experience. But I'm inviting you to come along as well on a virtual vacation. And if you come to Substack, you'll see some sample pages of blogs I've done in the past. 15 years ago, when I began taking writers on international trips, I began documenting my journeys with something I called the virtual vacation, a daily blog that modeled travel writing for my students. I loved savoring my travels in a new way with my writer's hat on. I've written virtual vacations from Bali multiple times, Greece, Peru, Vietnam, Scotland, Laos, Cambodia, Tuscany, and on prior trips to the Camino de Santiago. I love the quick, barely edited writing that goes into a busy on-the-go travel blog, the challenge of finding the perfect story or moment to share each day, the right story, images, sensory details, and occasional videos to help readers feel as if they're traveling with us. Over the next few weeks, I'll bring you along on the adventure we'll be having, introduce you to the people we'll meet, and show you beautiful images of the miles we walk. I'll include some of the writing exercises I'll be sharing with my students, as well as documenting some of the inevitable mishaps that accompany traveling. In past years, I've posted the virtual vacation daily on Facebook and then emailed it out as a bi-weekly digest to subscribers on my website. But now that I'm on Substack, I will also post the virtual vacation here. Bits and pieces of our travel adventures may appear in notes if I have the Wi-Fi time and energy. And on Saturdays, I'll create a newsletter, conditions permitting, that feature my favorite experiences from the prior week. Follow me on Notes to get a daily dose of your virtual vacation. My weekly digest of travel posts will arrive in your inbox on Saturdays. So, one more thing I want to tell you about. I'm cutting back on how much I am teaching, but I'm going to do one more travel retreat in the next year that I know of, and it's going to be next spring in Baja, Mexico. It's called The Art of Memoir, Crafting Compelling, Vivid, True Life Stories. It's going to be in La Ventana from May 14th to May 22nd on the beautiful shores of the Sea of Cortez in the small coastal town of La Ventana. You'll learn to find the story beneath the story, discover why memoir writers need to slow down where it hurts, and uncover the secret of telling true stories rooted in the immediacy of the moment. Once a sleepy fishing village, La Ventana has kept its laid-back pace, even as travelers have discovered its turquoise water, dramatic desert mountains, and forests of towering cardone cacti. Daily yoga, a snorkeling excursion, and a guided hike to Punta Gorda will round out your days in this magical place made for reflection, rest, and creativity. And you could learn more about the Baja trip at lauradavis.net/Baja. And Baja is spelled Baja. That's lauradavis.net/Baja. Baja. And remember, every time you click the heart, leave a comment, or share a post, you're making it easier for new readers and listeners to discover the writer's journey.